All right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is, and right here, right now, this Thursday night, we are joined by Montreal, Quebec's own. That's right, we got Down Memory Lane right here in the building. Guys, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you doing?
Fine news.
Doing best I can possibly be. I gotta say, I've been super excited for this interview since we booked it. So I love talking to bands from all over the world, but the one thing I love the most is putting amazing Canadian punk rock bands, just like yourselves, on a pedestal and giving you guys a platform, man. So thank you so much for a bit of your time, man. I've absolutely been digging your music and your most recent album, Space, as well.
Thanks
for
inviting us.
It's really appreciated. Keeping punk rock alive.
And also, guys, I know you're very busy individuals, so of course I'm not going to take too much away from your Thursday evening, but I got to take you back to the very beginning of Down Memory Lane. And I have to ask, how did you guys actually first meet and come together to form this amazing band? Because you guys have been doing some amazing things for so many years.
Want to take the lead? Okay, yeah. Well, it began with we're all friends for a very long time, so we played together in a lot of bands over the years. But we started the Down Memory Lane when we, Joe and I, were just doing music on separately. So then we met and we started composing music together, we built like 20-something songs, and then Joe met Dewey, the lead singer, and I think it was on a train ride. Am I right, Joe?
Yep.
And then Dewey listened to the songs, liked it, so we asked him to give a try on writing lyrics on it. And
it was then 9 years ago.
Yeah, exactly 9 years ago. Then he introduced us to the former drummer. His name was Frank, and then we wanted a lead guitar with us also, so we called Ben, and the answer was yes, like immediately.
Like
so
said, we all know each other from like when we were teenagers. We basically had bands together. Or I never played with Joe back when I was a teenager, but we all played in the same shows and we knew each other. So it was easy to get along.
And the one thing as well, you guys also started your band in the right city as well, because everyone that's in Canada, I know a lot of maybe the individuals out in the States or overseas might not know this, but Montreal is pretty much the punk rock capital of Canada, man. If you want real punk rock, you go to Montreal, Quebec, man. Like, so many amazing festivals, so many amazing shows all the time in Montreal. In my opinion, it's the mecca for punk rock.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of good shows going on in Montreal. It seems like we never got
good bands too.
That kind of, like, especially the skate punk is still popular in Montreal. In Quebec.
Yeah, Quebec also is, yeah.
In the suburbs also.
So, yeah,
the suburbs, yeah. Because actually we're not we're not from Montreal, but around Montreal. So, it also rocks in the suburbs of Montreal. Yeah.
I definitely agree. I saw Diesel Boys actually coming to Montreal this summer, and I was like, man, if I was not stuck in Ottawa for college this summer, best believe I'd be coming across to Quebec to go party with Diesel Boy.
It's Diesel Boy with that's all Melancholy and Lagwagon. And
you are playing with them and at the I don't know if you know the Red Bridge Fest. So
I heard of Bridge Fest, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Poza or Pouza Fest as well. I do know that I can't speak a word of French, so I probably butchered that name, but it's Pouza Fest, I believe it's called. Is another amazing festival out there as well.
In 2 weeks.
That's
no, next month.
Next month.
Next month. There you go.
And we're not playing that this year at Pouza Fest, sadly. Maybe next year.
Was not in the books for us, yeah.
But we are doing our lunch. Next week.
Next Friday is our I don't know, how do you call that? It's like a record launch.
The record official release show or some kind, but it's next weekend. Yeah.
In our neighborhood with all our friends, it's gonna be
with all our friends, yeah.
And also as well, guys, March 10th of 2016, you guys actually released a phenomenal EP titled Recycled Punk Rockers. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us the story behind this earlier released EP, and of course, is it actually still out there to be streamed or purchased today, 8 years later, in 2024?
It is available, but not in a physical form. It's all sold out, but you can listen to it on Spotify, and I think it's it's just Spotify.
Well, all the other platforms like Deezer and
Oh yeah,
Apple Music,
Apple.
all the streaming services, you can find that. Well, maybe we should make another CD. They all sold out, but it took a while though.
yeah. At that time, yeah, they didn't sell well.
And we're starting out
It's weird.
9 years ago.
Everyone always wants records now, man. It's weird. Like me personally, I'm still a CD guy. I mean, I like records, don't get me wrong, but you can't really bring a record in your car. I mean, you can, but it's just going to be a passenger. It's just going to sit there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't play that in your car. So
I think the CDs are coming back a bit. Like that's what I'm hearing. Like people are starting to buy CDs again, the collection CDs.
Yeah, it's mostly for collectors than for listeners.
But the vinyl, there's something special about the vinyls. Like when we got our first vinyl, you hold it in your hands, you're like, holy shit, yeah, we got a vinyl of our album. That's special. And now we got,
especially hearing yourselves on wax as well, man, must have been a surreal feeling because obviously, you know, listening to a record has a very distinct feeling, distinct sound to it, man. You know what I mean? It's almost like hearing yourself on tape. It's just that monotone type sound.
yeah, and you also have to listen to it like you don't really skip songs when you listen to a record. You just let it go because, dude, it's painful to skip songs. So you listen for the record as the way it was made. So I like that aspect of physical records.
There's a kind of what I call it the brown sound, like a vintage feel also. So
yeah, you hear the scratchiness a bit.
Yeah.
Makes it more punk rock from back in the days.
yes.
And also as well, guys, April 26th of 2019, you guys and 3 other bands were actually a part of a compilation record titled Bridging Oceans. I was wondering if you could actually tell us the story behind this amazing compilation, and of course, how did you guys actually get connected with those 3 other bands from all over the world?
Oh, that was by our the last label we were on, Thousand Island Records. These were all bands that were on that label. I think it was a band from Australia, and I don't remember. And I don't remember where the other band was from, though.
Yeah, it was an idea of one leader of the fourth band. Well, the first on the compilation, I don't remember the name.
Erdlinger?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Erdlinger.
It was from France, the band from France. So you just want to like the title of the compilation says Bridging Ocean. So
wasn't it like a Bear Teeth or
Bear Teeth,
something like that? Yeah.
4 bands from 4 different countries. So just.
But it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Pretty long ago, I kind of forgot about that almost.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're not playing the songs on that album. Pretty much
that album because they wanted original songs.
Yeah. So it was kind of I don't know, B-sides. So we played. It was fun. It was fun doing
Tyler Durden on that one.
Tyler Durden away. Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Durden. Well, it's the only one that we kept. Yeah, exactly. The other one is one of our French songs.
Pardon?
Oh, my apologies, Mike. My apologies.
Oh, it's okay. No, I was just saying that one of the songs was one of our French songs that we translate to fit the compilation. So it was fun to do too.
And the one thing I love about this compilation is that, because I do know obviously there's a lot of, in punk rock there's a lot of split albums, like 2 bands come together to release a split 7-inch, but you guys had not 2 bands, not 3 but 4 on one compilation and did it like a split. I absolutely love the idea that you guys did, because I haven't seen in my travels throughout punk rock, I have not seen 4 bands in a split like that, man. It's such a very unique album. Hopefully, something like that comes together for you guys again, man, because I think that was a great opportunity.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Yeah. Well, man, let's hope our new record label has some other bands that want to participate in a project like that. It could be fun.
And speaking of, well, as record labels and whatnot, because I do know, obviously, right now you're currently signed to People of Punk Rock Records, but I do know as well you were also signed to Quebec's own Thousand Islands Records as well, like you mentioned a few moments ago. If you don't mind me asking, how did you guys originally land that deal with Thousand Islands? Because I do know that you guys are with them for many years, and of course, you released many albums with them as well.
Well, at first it was founded by a former drummer and our lead singer. So this is how we got connected to them.
Yeah, they're the ones who started Thousand Island Records, or Dewey, our singer, and the
So at
drummer.
the start, we were a Thousand Island.
Yeah, basically, we're kind of.
Basically, yeah.
But then some other people joined, and it started getting bigger and bigger.
So I think our singer didn't have the time also to catch up. So he had the band. So
So they part ways.
yes.
Yeah, he kind of left.
So it sounds like it pretty much came to a decision, you know, the band or be a musician or be a businessman, and sometimes you got to make a choice, especially in the music industry.
Yeah, it's really time consuming. So maybe
family,
both of
man,
them.
You don't have 1,000 hours a day, so you got to choose what you gotta do.
And also as well, March 1st of 2024, you guys actually released your 5-track brand new record titled Space. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about your most recent album, and of course, where can we buy or stream ourselves a copy of this phenomenal EP today?
You can buy our everything at peoplepunkrock.com. I think he has all the everything physical can be bought there, and everything can be streamed on all the stream services like Spotify, Apple Music, everything, Bandcamp. And what was the other part of the question?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say if you could tell us a bit more about your most recent album, kind of like the story behind it, or you know, just working in the studio creating such an amazing project. Because a lot of these 5 songs, man, are very impactful.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I think it's our best work. I think we're getting practice makes perfect. I guess the more we write songs, the best. Especially it's been 9 years we've been together, so I think the chemistry between the band members is getting better and better.
And it's also the first album with our new drummer,
Pat. Yeah.
Yes, so the vibe is different. So I don't know, and it took almost 3 years to do 5 songs. So we were hoping that it comes out fine. So.
With a new member, he had to catch up with the old songs. So we did also a couple of shows, and after we start working on that project. It was a long, 2 or 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Songs, that's a long time, especially.
It's a pretty long time, yeah.
The last one was the breathing.
Yeah, breathing.
Yeah, pretty good.
So we just put the 2 EPs together and now there's a complete album. So it's Breathing Space.
We released it. We released them together. Yeah.
And I do know as well, obviously, this is your very first release under People of Punk Rock Records. I was wondering, what is it like actually working alongside that label? Because obviously, you know, being with Thousand Islands for so many years, and then now being with an entirely different record label. What is it like just working alongside that label personnel?
It's been great so far. We got to do some great shows. We played with Craig's brother last year. That last year, yeah. That's one of our big
last year, yeah.
Now we're getting to play the Red Bridge Fest thanks to People of Punk Rock. It's also thanks to them that we got our 2 vinyls. So they've been good to us.
Anthony from the label and one who also made all the
artwork.
The artworks. They are really great guys, always answering fast. They put themselves into it. It's really nice.
And also as well, Saturday, April 27th, you guys will be playing at the Overtime Sports Bar just down the road from 99.9 FM out there in Kingston, Ontario. I was wondering, what can our listeners actually expect from this up-and-coming show? And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves some last-minute tickets?
Oh, there's tickets are on sale. I think at the door or online. So it's a show that we are playing with friends. It will be a nice
Colors Fade, another band from the people of punk rock.
Yeah, there's a band from Gatineau also. The three other bands are from Gatineau. Not far from Ottawa.
It's on the other side.
We can expect lots of fun with them. We've played a couple times with Colors Fade. They're great guys. Incredible music, and Arson is good too. This Disaster too. It's going to be a fun night.
It's going to be different, all the bands. That's what's a fun show, like skate punk, and then Colors Fade are a little more metal, skate punk.
Vibe, yes. And
Arson is more screaming a bit. And it's going to be like, variety is good at a show, not always the same thing. 4 bands in a row.
I gotta say, I've actually been to the Overtime Sports Bar before, and I have to say, such a phenomenal venue. I don't know if you guys ever played there yet, but absolute phenomenal venue, man.
So first time ever. So
the only other place we went in was Cornwall. That's where we went.
Yeah, last time we played in Ontario,
in Ontario and Cornwall.
Yeah, Cornwall's not a bad city, but I know Kingston. People are gonna show up for you guys, man. I can tell you that for a fact. You're gonna have a fun time at the Overtime Sports Bar, man.
That's cool.
And to answer your question on that, I'll definitely try my best to actually make it out, man. Kingston's only about an hour away, so I mean, there's really no excuse. You know what I mean? Really no excuse. I just gotta get in the old Buick and give her a drive out there, man. Because at the end of the day, punk rock, Kingston, Ontario. I mean, I can't say no to that.
Nice. See you there.
We'll have a beer.
But hey, definitely, man. You had me at beer and punk rock. That's all I gotta say. You had me at beer and punk rock. But also, guys, I have to ask, because obviously, aside from this amazing show at the Overtime Sports Bar in Kingston, and of course your brand new album that just dropped last month, what is next for Down Memory Lane? Because you guys are absolutely on a hot streak right now. Also, just recently signing to People of Punk Rock Records. Like, literally, there's nowhere but up for you guys. So what is next for Down Memory Lane? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview? Anything else you guys still want to touch on, talk about, or promote?
Yeah, there's a lot of new music that is coming. We're working on a couple of songs, already on new songs, and there's a lot of them. We don't know where we're going. It's going to be a good problem. We're going to have to choose between them, but there's more songs coming, and we can't wait to show the people.
Yeah, because now with the new technology, it's easier and easier to like, write music. You can just, like, everybody can write riffs, like, in their homes. You send it to the other guys. And, like, it's not like back in the days when you have to, like, everybody get together in a jam room. Oh, I got this riff. Try to mess around.
Play the same damn riff over and over and over.
2 hours. Now you can practice that alone at your home and then send it to the guys when it's done. So it's like, it's getting like easier to write songs faster. So I already have at least 3-4 songs almost
ready. Yeah,
done for the next EP or album. We don't know yet.
Who knows? We'll see, but we can't wait.
And I have to ask, I know your fans are probably watching and wondering, because since you guys got songs that are almost ready, will you guys be playing or adding these songs actually into your set list for these up-and-coming shows? Or is this just a mystery that your fans are going to have to wait a little bit longer to hear?
We thought of it, but but it's going to stay a mystery.
Yeah, for now.
We talked about it, but maybe it's too soon.
Still not like A1 yet.
Yeah.
I want to give it
glitches.
It's not.
We're gonna have to fix the glitches first, then it's gonna be
Not even
show
in
ready
the-
someday.
Yeah, it's not even in the oven. We are still mixing the
Even the Space EP, there's some songs I think nobody heard live yet.
Yeah,
Like
just one
Austin Come
time.
and Go, we never played that live. I don't think
So we already
Yeah,
we just got 5 brand new songs to play. So.
yeah, they're still pretty new.
Yeah.
But also, guys, I have to ask. Obviously, I know how to follow you on social media because that's where we end up getting connected. But for the individuals that might just be discovering down memory lane right now, how do they go about following you guys as a band, and of course, you guys as individual members across all social media platforms, if they're not already doing so?
I think we're most like Facebook and
Yeah.
Spotify is where we're most active. We have an Instagram.
We have an Instagram, yeah, but
We're old dudes. We don't go on Instagram that much. We still with Facebook.
Old timer. But there's also the label site.
Yeah.
People of
oh yeah, the little side.
records. Everything is there, and all the streaming platform.
And don't feel bad as well, guys. Facebook's my main platform as well. And when I'm in college, because obviously I have a 10-year gap between everyone I go to school with, pretty much. When I say, "Hey, you got Facebook," and they're like, "I'm not an old man. I don't use Facebook." I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
it. Yeah, they don't use Facebook.
I literally am just like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I'm literally like, why don't you just look at me and call me guy? Why don't you just say you're my boy, Blue? Why don't you just take it that far too and just call me Blue?
Boy, Blue.
Boy, Blue.
My boy. Blue.
Oh man.
It's Wind of Change.
Nice.
Hey, but at least
Cool.
I'm not that old yet. I'm not going to have a heart attack and die from a pair of titties. I'm not that old yet. So
In some in a Jello bath or something. I don't know.
I think it was like a mud wrestling or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I could
yeah,
be wrong.
exactly.
It's been so long, man.
Wrestling.
Funny movie. Yeah.
But I gotta say, first and foremost, guys, thank you so much for giving not only myself, but the radio station airways a bit of your time, man. It was such an honor speaking to you three guys tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to what comes next for you guys and listen to these brand new songs that you guys are currently cooking up. And of course, I'll see you guys in about a week there at the Overtime Sports Bar in Kingston, Ontario, man. It's definitely going to be a great night of punk rock, and I'm super stoked to see Quebec's finest live and in person.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
a lot, man.
See you over there. Buy you a beer if you come.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds like a plan, guys. Like I said before, you had me at beer and punk rock, man. You had me at beer and punk rock. So
Best thing in
I
the
will see
world.
you guys there next week. But for now, have yourself a phenomenal night out there, man. We definitely shall talk soon.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
Thanks.
See ya. Man. All right.